Taylor, I think when Marcus came in the game, a lot flipped for you guys. What can you say about sort of the energy boost that he gave you and sort of his importance in the game tonight?
Yeah, unbelievable boost from Marcus tonight. I thought we were sluggish to start the first quarter, sluggish to start the third quarter, and he came in with the bench unit. And I mean, you just look up and down the box score, and some things that even show up in the box score is on-ball defense, disrupting their offense. His playmaking, his rebounding. Obviously, he shot the heck out of the ball tonight, but everything within rhythm. And obviously, he was on fire. That rim was huge, but tons of credit to him. I mean, a guy that I think I said a couple of days ago, ultimate competitor and ultimate winner, and having a sacrifice coming off the bench right now is, our starting unit feels like kind of gelling and got some groove there. And even with Ja out, Scotty I thought did a great job before Ja's return, and then seeing what Marcus was able to do tonight, even in the night before, just coming in with just his mentality on impact and winning. I thought he was phenomenal tonight. We needed that tonight. I mean, from our entire bench, but when he came in that first quarter, especially in that third quarter, when it just the roof blew off with how he was playing individually, but collectively moving the ball, even though he may not have gotten the assist. I thought he was phenomenal tonight.
Coach, I know it's like a broken record. 7 guys with double figures, 72 points off the bench. Consistency, it's been. How can this go consistently game to game?
I mean, every different night, you're going to need something from your depth. Obviously, guys are going to have their off nights or struggles or whatnot, and that's why we just got to lean on each other. I'm proud of the depth that we've been developing the first, almost 20-ish games here for a lot of various reasons. Trying to find chemistry is huge, but as I've been saying, it doesn't matter who's in or who's out. Don't let down how hard we've got to play, how fast we got to play, how relentless we are. Outside the start to that, first quarter in particular, I thought our defensive activity was phenomenal, and we're getting contributions from a lot of different guys. Point of attack defense, our rotations are tightening up, on the defensive side, and then offensively, when you have not just multiple guys scoring, but I always refer to how many guys have at least 2 assists, 31 assists as a team, how guys are playing fast and doing the unselfish things. You run, you actually open up your teammate for a shot, and that clicking with our guys and them embracing that, is really powerful for what we can do night in, night out. You don't know what you would like to think you had a crystal ball, but tonight was a great example. With our starting unit, a little bit of struggles, and then our bench comes in and is phenomenal, and hopefully we can get that great balance, with our depth moving forward.
With Jake LaRavia, you're talking about the bench. Feels like he's kind of been one of your more consistent guys throughout the season. What have you noticed from him? And then in particular with tonight, like you were talking with Marcus, seemed like he gave you a big jolt as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think the intent that Jake's been playing with, a lot at the 3, but then sometimes at the 4, he's just playing with an aggressiveness that I love on both sides of the floor. He's one of our best downhill guys that can touch the paint when he's playing on, airtime decisions, we're calling it, those closeout reads. And obviously for him to have a good shooting night, is really encouraging, hopefully a boost for him. One of our best cutters off the ball, one of our best, offensive rebounders. And then, I think he's shown some more growth over the last couple of weeks on ball defense. Sometimes it's guard, lead guards, or he's in a DHO situation or a pick and roll situation. I think his on ball presence is slowly getting better. And then he's been great on the boards, especially when he's been at the 3. So all the things that I think are intangible, to his game are making an impact on our success, because that's how we want to play. So overall, I just love the confidence he's playing with. Marcus, as I said, was great tonight. I thought Jay was great tonight. Luke, even though not knocking down some shots, I thought his defensive on the ball effort was pretty good. So we can contribute in a lot of different ways, and I'm glad, going back to Jake, how he's doing in a lot of different ways, both offensively and defensively.
I want to go back to Marcus for just a second, because you can look at the box score, but he feels like the type of player that does a little bit more than that. Can you just explain what it means as a coach to have a veteran that's played in the league 10 years, be a part of a team with a lot of inexperienced guys as well?
Yeah, sure. I mean, when he's playing with that energy, that effort, it sets a tone. I know I use that cliche phrase, but I felt like when he came into the game, just his first couple of possessions, whether it was playmaking, knock down a shot, but especially on the defensive side, we've been getting that out of Scotty and Jalen. You've got, Marcus's capability, and obviously what we can expect when Vince comes back, and then that challenges Ja to do and challenges Dez to do, and we know what Jaren's capable of. It's just infectious. And I thought saw it tonight, what Marcus did just with the tone setting on the defensive side, pushing the pace, being unselfish, moving the ball, being rewarded for ball movement of his own, knocking down shots, his communication with teammates. And you saw the fire that he had, some of his celebrations, like that stuff matters. I mean, it gets the crowd going, it gets his teammates going. It just kind of built momentum throughout the rest of the group when the starters come back in, or mixed lineups, and as we're figuring that out, how we finish halves and games. But overall, I mean, he had a huge imprint on this game.
Hey, Taylor, just up the back here. 4 straight wins, the most consecutive you guys have had this season. What do you put that down to?
Taking it one game at a time. I mean, I think we're figuring out how we want to play on offense and defense. We're still in learning phase with, our lineups and our depth and how we want to play. It's not always the cleanest offensively or defensively, but trying to put 48 minutes together, that's always a challenge in the NBA. And just proud of the guys just taking that one-day approach. When it's game day, they're locked in. When it's practice day, we work on things. They're translated to the next opportunity from a game standpoint, and the guys are working hard individually. So overall, good last couple of games, and we still got a lot more work to do.
And then just, do you notice when the "We Want Yuki" chant starts? And if so, does that kind of change whether you're thinking about putting him in or not?
No, I mean, obviously, I think I said it a couple of weeks ago. I mean, I definitely hear it. I love how our fans have embraced him, and he's just been so great in our locker room, on the court, taking the opportunities, especially with the hustle, to continue to develop. He's a scrappy player, and, obviously our team being able to put, the game into positions where he can get out there and play. He's always got to stay ready. You never know in this crazy NBA season, but when he gets that opportunity in game, I'm glad he's making the most of it. And, going back to how our fans and obviously how his teammates are embracing him is awesome. Great. Thanks, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving. All right. Enjoy it. See you on Friday. Yep.